Hey, what's up? I'm Ashley. Thank you for watching this video, and today we're going to be talking about the L Word Generation Q Season 2, Episode 4. Let me know what you thought about this episode down in the comments, because I don't know about y'all, but I do got a lot to say. And let's start with Sophie, Finley, and Dani. So, Sophie rolled up in her Kia Soul because Micah asked her to go check on Dani. She was trying to act like she didn't want to go at first, knowing damn well she did. She done drove 70 miles to go find Dani, not knowing if she was there or not. Turned out Dani was there. Dani heard her knocking at the door and saw her Kia Soul outside, and she came to the balcony talking about, "What are you doing here?" Knowing good and damn well that she was happy to see her, because if she wasn't, she never would have let her in to go pee. Because if that was me and I was mad and I didn't want to see nobody, and for sure not Sophie's cheating ass, I would have said, "There's a bush over there, go squatting, and you ain't coming up in this house." So she let her in. She came up in the house. I didn't see her pee though. But what I did see is them talking about Dani's dad and how Dani doesn't want to talk to the lawyers and how she's claiming that she don't know what her daddy did. But we saw in the beginning that he's being charged with criminal conspiracy and fraud. And that's why he had her sign those NDA papers. She thought he was about to die. I even thought, oh, maybe he's about to die, but no, he going to jail. But what I also did see, and I know y'all saw it too, let me know how you feel about this. Sophie was telling Dani, "I'm always here for you, even if you don't want me to be." And Dani's like, "How do you always know what I want to hear?" And Sophie's like, "Because I know you." And Dani's like, "Oh, do you really?" Oh, God, no. I said, no. Dani caresses Sophie's face, and she's leaning in, and she kisses her. And then they up in the bed getting it in. And then for some reason, Sophie's like, "Oh, no, we can't do this." And I'm like, "Girl, what you saying that for? I know you're not thinking about Finley. What you thinking about?" Because if you was thinking about Finley, you never would have stood her up. Never would have asked her out to dinner. You, Sophie, never would have asked her out to dinner. She was just trying to eat some waffles. And you over here talking about you want to go to dinner at 7. And of course, Finley's going to be like, "Yeah, I'm down." And then Finley gets dressed up. She goes to the men's warehouse, get her a nice suit. Went to the whole flower shop thing, got her some flowers. And then who got the flowers? Nobody. This scene right here made me so sad, and it made me even more mad at Sophie. I keep trying to understand Sophie, but she keep pissing me off. She had to give the homeless man the sushi that they were supposed to eat together at the table. But no, Sophie wants to go and hook up with Dani. Dani told Sophie that she can never trust her again. But it looks like none of that matters, because Dani asked Sophie to stay the night. Even though she knows that Sophie was talking to Finley on the phone. When she asked her, she was like, "Who are you talking to on the phone? Don't lie." And she told her it was Finley. And she has a little audacity to get upset about that when she flushed Sophie's great-grandmama's ring down the toilet. So how you gonna get mad about that? I mean, I don't know, y'all, because I'm really upset. Because since season 1, I've been rooting for Finley and Sophie. And when they was out here caressing each other's faces and holding each other's hands, I literally screamed out loud. But Micah basically told Finley, like, "Hey, don't get beside yourself. Why you out here buying flowers for Sophie?" And Finley was like, "I know this isn't going to be easy. It's an uphill battle, but Sophie's worth it." Is she though? What you think now? How you feel about Sophie now, Finley? Because is she still worth it? And I have a problem with Micah now, because if you and Dani are supposed to be so close, why couldn't you drive 70 miles to go find her? Why you gotta go send Sophie? And Micah accidentally let it slip to Finley that Sophie was with Dani, because when Sophie called Finley up, she was like, "Oh, I'm working on a segment, and I don't know if I'm coming back tonight or tomorrow." He didn't know. Finley didn't know. And Finley left with the quickness. She got on her scooter and went to the liquor store. Sophie is driving people to drink. And I'm so tired of seeing Finley hurt and sad and getting played and getting her heart broken. Something got to give here. I hope Dani plays Sophie and Sophie tries crawling back to Finley, and then Finley's like, "Nah, I'm tired of your shit. Write me in the show. I won't do Finley wrong." I don't even know no more. Let me know what y'all think about Dani, Finley, and Sophie. Y'all think Dani and, what's her name? Oh Lord, Dani and Sophie. I'm tired of them. Are they about to try it out again, or was this just a one-time thing? And what y'all think is about to happen with Finley? Let me know because I need to talk it out. And now Bette went back to GIgi, and I bet she was thinking about Pippa the whole time. Bette showed up at Pippa's house unannounced, fangirling out. Pippa was like, don't you think me being all the way out here means that I don't want to be found? And Bette was like, yeah, I kind of connected those dots. And Pippa was like, and yet you're still here. And Bette was like, I also thought that it would be worth it, even if I got the door slammed in my face, to tell you that the world wasn't ready for you when you got your first break. And then Pippa slammed the door right in her face. But that didn't stop superfan Bette. She waited around until it was dark outside, and Pippa came out and she was like, don't you know you can get arrested by being a stalker? And I don't know about y'all, but that's scary to me. And ain't no way I would go out to dinner with someone like that. But Bette got her to go out to dinner with her. They were sitting there touching hands and all that. And then Bette was trying to pitch to her to come work for her at her job, and Pippa was like, no, your boss is racist. And bottom line is, she couldn't talk Pippa into going to work over there with her. And then Pippa was like, it's nice to talk to someone just as smart and just as beautiful as you. And then Bette was like, you're the most beautiful woman in the world. And we all know Bette was wet when Pippa told her she was beautiful, because if she wasn't, she probably never would have went and hooked up with GIgi, because the last time we saw them, they was mad at each other and we didn't see no reconciliation or nothing. And look at this hand grab, y'all. Pippa was like, don't be grabbing my arm like that if you ain't coming home with me. I bet it was hard for superfan Bette not to jump on that. She know everything about this girl. Kind of scary, but she know everything about this girl, and I can't wait to see this whole thing blossom. It's like the beginning of something beautiful. So how long do you think it's going to take Pippa to give in and start working with Bette? And when do you think this whole thing is about to be official? Because I can't wait. And while we were talking about Bette, let's go on ahead and talk about Angie. Angie told Shane that her donor is dying and wanted some advice on whether or not she should meet him. Shane was telling her that that was going to be her decision. And she goes on to tell her that when she was younger, she was in and out of foster care, and then one day she decided to track down her dad, and she found out that she didn't like him, and he reinforced the worst parts of her. And that's why she left that girl at the altar that one time. And then that's when Angie goes on to tell her that, you know, she thinks she needs to go to therapy, but she was scared of what her moms might say, but it turned out that they was all okay with it. She told Bette that she needed to go to therapy, and she wanted her to be there, Tina and Carrie. She let her know that she had a therapy session with Micah. She liked it, and they're all about to go sit down with him. She went to him looking stressed, y'all. Micah was trying to leave, but he sat down and talked to her anyway. I can already tell those therapy sessions are going to be very interesting, and it looks like we're about to see Tina again real soon, which is exciting. But Shane is over here kissing on Tess, but Tess is saying she's taken. But taken by who? And I already saw this coming. I didn't want them to be anything more than friends. But why was Tess always eyeing Shane like that if she was involved with somebody? We don't need no more Sophies up in this. But anyway, Tess was telling Shane that she had everything taken care of. And Shane was like, thank you, you know, like I wouldn't be able to do this without you. And then Tess gets a call. She has to leave. She tells Shane that she has to go to Vegas to see her mom. But she'll be back tonight, and don't hook up the movie projector because you can't do it right. Shane hooked it up anyway, surprising Tess. It looked like she had it all together, but it was a little messed up, and then they were trying to fix it together, and then that's when Shane leaned in for the kiss. And then had Shane feeling stupid because she's somehow randomly seeing somebody. Let me know how y'all feel about that. And then we have Alice, who's still grieving the death of Dana. She misses literally everything about Dana. She sees Dana with her eyes closed, her eyes open. She smells her. She can feel her, everything. And her editor got that out of her because he wanted her to talk more about her in the book, because she just briefly talked about her. She really loved Dana, and he could tell that there was more to it. So he opened up and shared a story with her about her brother who died in a freak car accident. They're bonding a lot over this book. they have a lot in common, and he can get her to open up about things that she wouldn't really talk about. And I could see a relationship coming out of this. What do y'all think, and how do y'all feel about that? And Micah has a crush on Maribel, but she's not even checking for him like that. She's not even noticing anything. He just told her that he thinks that he's straight and is trying to figure it all out because she hooked him up on a date with this guy and he wasn't really feeling it, and he told her that he thinks that he may be straight, and she was like, well, I can try to hook you up with some girls. And he was like, yeah, okay. And he was like, or we can go out. He was about to ask her, we can go hang out or something, but the Lyft guy interrupted and he couldn't finish his sentence. But I don't think she's gonna be trying to get involved with him. I mean, I could be wrong, I might be wrong, but I think she just sees him as a friend. And that's about it. Sophie is messy, period. And if you haven't already and you made it this far, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one.